Welcome back to Rugged Reviews. My lawnmower. I bought this lawnmower about 3.5 years ago now. So this is our fourth mowing season. It is the Cub Cadet from Tractor Supply. You can still buy them brand new there at Tractor Supply. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I've done to it, the issues I've had, and then if I'd buy it again. That's the goal. So this mower here is the ZT1 54-inch, and it's got 54-inch deck, and it is the stamped, well, not stamped, it's not the stamped steel deck, it is the fabricated deck, they call it, and that is their big hype, their biggest advertising thing with this mower is the fabricated deck, because the stamped steel deck had thin spots and they can rust through. This one, they say, won't rust through because it's all equally as thick. However, their biggest hype is probably my biggest gripe. Because this stamped steel deck will plug up on you if you do not wash it out every single time. And that is with it washed out. And it still is plugged up. And I got to get in there once in a while and clean it out. This is what it looks like. I did not clean it off or anything. This is what it looks like after you mow. All this stuff kind of collects on top. I guess that's fairly normal. It is what it is with us. Don't worry about it. But if you don't clean this out after every time you mow, your third mowing, you will not be mowing grass because it just sits there. It doesn't work. So that's probably my biggest gripe about the mower. We have 3 acres of grass, so we mow quite a bit. We actually have 463 hours. Yeah, a little oil pressure. 463 hours on this thing. So we put a lot of hours on this mower in the past 3.5 years. Overall, it has run good. It has done very good for us. After the first year, all the bearings for the mower blades that the mower blades bolt to, every one of them went bad after the first year. It was like 100 hours in or 120 hours in or something like that. They all went bad. And so I replaced them all. They were not greasable. That's why they went bad. I replaced them all with greasable ones and put new blades on at that time to try to help the thing to clean its deck out, but it wouldn't do it. It is 24 horse Kohler, which I haven't had any issues with it. The Kohler engine runs great. I do change the oil every 50 to 75 hours, and it's due now. It has about 60 hours on it. You can see it's fairly dark. That, for me, is fairly dark. I don't like letting it get any darker than that. And I'll change it, and then I'll put a spin-on filter on it right away. It just takes... I put a CarQuest filter on. It is, let me see if I can find the number, 85348. CarQuest 85348 fits right on there. You don't have to go with any kind of fancy filter as long as it fits. I will show you a little bit now about what I mean by cleaning the deck out. You hook the hose up to the wash piece over here. You hook the hose up to that guy, which is kind of chintzy plastic, but it does work. And you wash it out. And we'll show you some footage of that being washed the other day. So this is just after one mowing. See how it gets blocked up there? Just packed full of grass inside there. And so, yeah, all that'll wash out. But if I just leave that in there, next 2 times or so, then I won't be able to mow. So, yeah, that's what it does. But if you wash it out, it works fine. This is where we wash our deck out for 3 years. And that's what it looks like. So if you don't have a spot in your yard like this, or maybe you have a better idea, I don't know. We have a spot that we can do this. It doesn't really matter. I did have to replace the battery. End of last year, the other battery went bad after a little over 2 years of use. I think it just gets bounced around a lot with a lot of grass. The seat's perfectly fine yet. The deck, I was a little worried about this height control here because it seems a little on the plasticky side. So you push your foot down to lift the deck up, and you can adjust your deck height and it works perfect. We've never had any issues. It goes from 1 inch, which is scalpage, don't do it, up to 4 inch. No, up to 4.5 inch. We don't mow that how we mow on 3.5, and it works perfectly fine. It will tell you when it's due for an oil change, but I don't go by that. I think it wants to do every 100 hours. That's not often enough in my mind. So I'll show you how it mows a little bit. So there you go. It still mows perfectly fine. Also, while you are mowing, probably one of my favorite parts about this mower, other than it just mows and it's been fairly reliable, other than the blades, the cradle, the bearings on there. But this sign apparatus on the front, it is absolutely amazing. The stickers, these are great. You know, I don't know what's going on. A rock's exploding and taking pieces of the guy out. And this guy, you're gonna see sticks and stuff. You gotta pick him up. I mow him over. I don't know what's going on with the hood. And this guy, you know, if somebody's sleeping on the ground, you got to run him over. This guy, if you spin your head completely around, you know, you'll never have children. It just ain't going to happen. This guy, I think the child's driving from the front. Anyway, if you own a mower, you can't have a family. Can't have the two, but your neighbor can, apparently. You roll it over a hill if you go up or down. But you can go sideways on the hill. I go up and down all the time. You can fall off stuff. Mow a butte. Mow next to water. Fire! Mow over fire. No, don't mow over fire. Don't crash in the leaf piles. Oops. If your mower's on fire, don't pour gasoline on it. If your mower's on fire, park it next to a shed, but not in the shed. Anyway, that's all really interesting factual stuff here that I thoroughly enjoy when I'm riding this mower. It's kind of free entertainment. Overall, happy with it. Would I buy it again? I would buy it again, even though I have to wash the deck out every time. I would buy it again. So I give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and get it. 462 hours and still running strong.